image all the time. She thinks of herself as this fashion guru. I think she just didn't like the way she looked in the pictures. I think her legs didn't look good. I think she thought she looked bloated in the pictures, maybe. I think that's probably why she called.
Was a demand reportedly by Meghan to take down these pictures. She was pissed that the Kardashians posted them. Meanwhile, what lunatic poses for a photo with a Kardashian and thinks it's not going to get posted?
Meghan Markle have been deleted from pictures of Kris Jenner's 70th birthday party from Kris Jenner herself, the birthday girl, and Kim Kardashian.
They came for clout, posed for the cameras, and walked out roasted by the Kardashians. And trust me, the receipts are brutal.
That in my opinion, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle crashed Kris Jenner's 70th birthday. Okay, so Kris Jenner, she had this big 70th birthday party at Lauren Sanchez and Jeff Bezos' house. It looked like an Illuminati meeting. It looked like a Diddy freak-off party, okay?
This was supposed to be Kris Jenner's night, her legendary 70th birthday. Bezos' $65 million mansion sparkled like a jewel. The guest list looked like a billionaire fantasy lineup, and every camera-ready corner was designed to honor Hollywood's most powerful matriarch. But instead of headlines celebrating her milestone, Kris woke up to something far more annoying: Meghan and Harry's disappearing photo drama. Yes, Meghan Markle center stage again.
Meghan Markle.
Yeah.
She showed up at the Kris Jenner 70th birthday bash with Harry and got her picture taken. And I'm just going to be honest, she didn't look good in either shot.
What should have been a flawless evening turned into a PR migraine. Not because of the Kardashians, they did nothing wrong, but because Meghan and Harry acted like their attendance required special rules, top billing, and after-the-fact censorship.
Every big celebrity and billionaire like Bill Gates was there, and Oprah Winfrey and Gayle King. Of course, she's got to tag along and be the, perpetual.
Insiders say the Sussex team contacted both Kim and Kris right after the party, demanding certain photos be taken down. Imagine that. Asking the birthday host to delete her own Instagram pictures from her own party. The disrespect practically echoed through the mansion.
Other shot.
Oh, everybody's been saying this. This is a conversation I've been having all week.
Right?
Yeah.
She did not look good. We're putting it on the board. There's one with Kim Kardashian, who's in the purple.
And here's the twist. Meghan allegedly asked for those photos to be posted in the first place. She wasn't included in the first Kardashian photo dump, a social media death sentence in her world. So she pushed to get the pics up. But then the internet zoomed in. Comparisons to Kate exploded. Memes went wild. The tabloids had a field day. Suddenly, Meghan needed those same photos erased from existence.
These were there. The entire Kardashian clan was there. But then Prince Harry and Meghan Markle showed up at the party. We have some pictures of them at the party we'll put up on the screen. So Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, they're taking pictures with Kris Jenner.
The Kardashians weren't just annoyed, they were insulted. Their iconic celebration got overshadowed by a couple who treat every public event like a hostage negotiation. Kris didn't deserve that chaos, but Meghan delivered it anyway.
The first one where Harry is looking at Kris. If you look closely, okay.
His eyes.
Do you see where they are?
On her boobs.
And he looks wasted.
And then Alison Botchoff dropped the real bomb. Someone asked for the photos to go up. Then someone asked for them to come down. Normal Hollywood nonsense? Not this time. Insiders say it was Meghan pushing first, Harry panicking second. She wanted attention. He wanted damage control. Cue the meltdown.
And Meghan Markle, they're taking pictures with Kris Jenner. They're partying, they're having a good time. Where things get kind of dicey and weird.
The internet roasted them instantly. Someone coined the term LBW, and it spread like wildfire, savage, hilarious, and painfully fitting. Meghan wanted visibility. Harry wanted invisibility. And in the end, one Hollywood party became a full-blown circus.
And Meghan, that's your prize, okay? That's your Duke, your Prince of the Blood. He's ogling a 70-year-old woman.
Here's the reality. The Kardashians built their empire by controlling the narrative, every angle, every pixel, every headline. Meghan and Harry think a frantic call to a reporter or a last-minute leak can rewrite reality. It can't. They're not just losing at PR, they're fumbling publicly, turning one birthday party into an entire week of drama.
Some folks online are speculating, okay, we have much more important things going on in life, but some folks online are speculating this is about Remembrance Day. This is about the poppies. This is about the fact that Meghan and Harry were partying.
Meghan's energy screamed, "Look at me." Harry's frantic awkwardness screamed, "Please help." Together, they proved one thing. You don't challenge the Kardashians and win. You don't ask for photos to go up and then beg for them to come down and expect sympathy. The world watched. The internet laughed. And the Sussexes got exactly the chaos they created.
Should have been honoring the veterans, right? And honoring the troops and people who made sacrifices. I actually don't think it was that at all. I am a big fan of Occam's razor, which means the simplest explanation is usually the most logical and likely.
The photos went public, and instantly you could almost hear Meghan internally screaming. Harry looked like someone dropped him into a glitter-soaked nightmare and threw away the escape hatch red face, glassy eyes, leaning way too close to Kris Jenner. Twitter detonated. Memes spread like wildfire. People zoomed in on Harry's wandering eyes, yes, exactly where they drifted. The world collectively whispered, "Yikes."
Oh, no, was a demand reportedly by Meghan to take down these pictures. She was pissed that the Kardashians posted them. Meanwhile,
And Meghan? She's standing there with a strained, frozen smile, trying to hold her collapsing PR empire together with nothing but mascara and wishful thinking. Meanwhile, the internet is dragging her harder than a reunion episode on Bravo.
Meghan Markle called and said, Kim, Kris, Kylie, Kendall, other K names, I don't like the way I look. I think that's what it's about because Meghan Markle is so meticulous about her brand, except for the fact that her candles don't have wicks.
Here's the part that blows minds. They posed for these pictures. This wasn't paparazzi catching them off guard. No, Meghan and Harry walked down that photo corridor like it was a royal procession. Leaned into Kris. Smiled again. Capture us, they practically said. They wanted this moment. They wanted the spotlight. They wanted to be seen. Beyoncé slipped in quietly. Others blended into the background. But not Meghan and Harry. They stepped into the flashbulbs on purpose.
They wanted to be seen.
If you're not on camera, why live?
does it even matter?
Does it matter? So they go, the cost of entry, this is a blood oath you take when you cross the threshold of any Kardashian Jenner enterprise. You're going to be exploited.
Then reality hit like a brick. People zoomed in. Memes multiplied. Headlines screamed. Suddenly, the photos they begged for became the photos they needed erased. And the Kardashians weren't the villains. They were the gatekeepers holding the receipts.
Now, some folks say Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, maybe they went to the party and they expected it to be more private. I'm not buying that either. Okay, I'm not buying that either. This whole we want privacy thing, we want to be left alone is a bunch of baloney and BS, okay?
What we're watching is embarrassment disguised as outrage. Humiliation pretending to be moral authority. Meghan and Harry learned the hard way. You can't pose for the spotlight and then play the victim when the world actually sees you. Hollywood doesn't work that way. The Kardashians definitely don't.
You will be exploited. That should be like underneath the entryway of every Kardashian event.
100, like South Park. Like we want our privacy, you will be exploited.
Let's be honest, Meghan has been clawing for Hollywood relevance like a cat dangling off a crystal chandelier. Invitations? Rare. Major events? She's ghosted. Even in Montecito, she's more background noise than main character. Everywhere she goes, the cameras catch her accidentally strolling into celebrity hotspots with desperate glances that scream, "Notice me, Hollywood. Notice me right now."
Okay, you don't go to a Kardashian party expecting privacy. Okay, Kim Kardashian, we discovered her on her back.
So when the invite to Kris Jenner's 70th birthday arrived, at Bezos' mansion dripping in billionaire opulence, packed with Oprah, Zuckerberg, Bill Gates, and A-list power players, Meghan probably heard a full marching band inside her head. She grabbed Harry's hand, rushed through the doors, and let the cameras feast. This was supposed to be the moment. The crown jewel comeback. Proof that Hollywood still cared. Finally, the photos would announce. Meghan is back, and Hollywood can't ignore her.
We want privacy. And so these two, so apparently now the Kardashian Jenners are extremely angry with the Sussexes.
But the universe, and apparently the Kardashians, had very different plans. The photos dropped. Reality collided with fantasy. Meghan's glossy Hollywood narrative didn't translate. UK tabloids feasted. Memes went viral at lightning speed. Hollywood insiders rolled their eyes so hard they nearly dislocated. Instead of a triumphant return, Meghan walked straight into a PR brick wall.
The driveway leading up to this thing was they had hired like the best paparazzi in the business to take photos of all the guests coming in.
Yes.
She wanted prestige. She wanted validation. She wanted the envy factor. What she got was mockery, meme culture, and the reminder that Hollywood does not reward overexposure. And Harry? He was just there, half clueless, half mortified, dragged along for the spectacle. While Meghan staged her grand Hollywood entrance, the audience was ruthless and the fallout was guaranteed.
During the Bezos-Sanchez lair, they were the ones throwing the party for Chris, by the way.
Okay.
Jeff Bezos.
Oh, naturally. Okay.
So, there's all theories about why Meghan wanted to be in that party in particular.
And visually, chaos wrapped in couture. Meghan was performing like the paparazzi were her personal orchestra. Every angle, every smile, every micro move rehearsed. She beamed like it was her coronation at Buckingham Palace. Except the palace was Bezos' $165 million mansion. Every eyebrow lift, every shoulder tilt screamed. Control, presence, power. Hollywood Meghan had officially clocked in.
For having the photo with them. It's like, then don't pose for it, you idiot. Just say, I'd rather not.
How about don't go?
Right.
How about don't even go? The thing that struck me too about those images of Meghan entering, Harry had her by the hand, but she was several steps behind and she was beaming.
Harry has officially become a walking cautionary tale. He looks like a man who wandered into a glitter storm, realized it was all fake, and instantly regretted every RSVP he's ever sent in his life. Flushed, stiff, glassy-eyed, fidgeting in a tux he clearly didn't choose. His smile is forced, his energy is drained, and his eyes? Let's just say the tabloids loved dissecting where they drifted. A little too long on Kris Jenner. A little too awkward. A little too, oh no, this is actually happening.
Kardashians have 300 plus million people on their Instagram accounts, or at least the highest level ones.
The dynamic? Deliciously disastrous. Meghan is calculated, polished, hungry for the spotlight. Harry is reactive, uncomfortable, hopelessly unpolished. She wants relevance. He wants the open bar and preferably a corner to disappear into.
Basically based around ignoring the trolls, ignoring the naysayers, and making boatloads of money. They don't give a crap if you don't like Harry and Meghan.
And the public feasted. Memes, GIFs, commentaries, endless scroll sessions. Every pixel amplified the same narrative. Meghan is always performing. Harry is always overwhelmed. Their perfectly curated PR machine didn't just malfunction. It collapsed live in real time with the whole world watching.
Like they didn't even see that, guys. When you're again talking about accounts with millions upon millions of followers, the only ones they're seeing at the most are the people they are actually friends with and actually following.
For all her planning, Meghan couldn't stop the fallout. Harry couldn't hide from it. Together, they became the visual definition of overreach. Trying too hard, caring too much, and completely misreading the room. And that's exactly why the photos got deleted.
Why the pictures were deleted. So we go to, let's say, the Celebrity Bible here, People magazine.
The Kardashians aren't the type to let anyone rewrite their narrative. For a few days, they stayed silent, letting the Sussex circus perform for the crowd. But then the Sussex camp made a fatal mistake, claiming the Kardashians violated some imaginary consent agreement. That's when the silence broke. Sources started talking. Receipts got clarified. The Kardashian machine woke up. And trust me, it's never gentle. Because Hollywood has one golden rule. You're allowed to embarrass yourself. You're even allowed to flop. But you do not embarrass the host. Especially when the host is Kris Jenner. Architect of a media empire sharp enough to cut careers in half with a single Instagram story. Harry and Meghan? They stomped on that rule like toddlers running through a crystal shop.
Kardashian for comment However, they have not commented. And again, it just raises a lot of fascinating questions.
Kim, especially, was reportedly furious. Respect is currency in Hollywood, and Meghan and Harry burned through it in minutes. They tried to paint the Kardashians as villains, spun a fantasy about broken consent forms, and shifted Kris Jenner's 70th birthday into a pity-filled Sussex drama. Suddenly, it wasn't about the party. It was about two royals who can't handle attention, yet demand control of every frame they appear in. And now, they stood accused of straight-up lying.
Because I would think, and I think this is also true, that people say the Kardashians don't want Harry and Meghan to overshadow them. Well, if you don't want Harry and Meghan to overshadow you, never invite them anywhere.
Hollywood pays attention. Everyone watches. Everyone whispers. And the Kardashians? Masters of narrative revenge. This wasn't just embarrassment. This was a warning shot. And Meghan and Harry were directly in the crosshairs.
It kind of dissuades some of the negative publicity to them and not you. So I don't think there's much of that in this reasoning, to be quite honest, from the Kardashian-Jenner side.
The real fallout isn't the deletion drama or the memes mocking Harry's red face. No, the real damage is the reputation crater they left behind. Hollywood insiders talk. They whisper. And the whisper is now a warning. Invite Meghan and Harry, and you're inviting chaos, drama, tabloid domination for a week straight. Nobody wants their event hijacked into a Sussex meltdown.
Because they were there. They invited them. They knew they were going to be there. They have to know. The Kardashians are smart. They have to know the reaction they're going to get, and they didn't really run away from it. So again, I can't help but think, okay, what are y'all doing? It's just, I don't quite understand the reasoning here.
Hollywood is a fragile ecosystem, alliances, favors, unspoken rules. And the Kardashians sit near the top of that food chain. Billionaires, moguls, influencers, everyone pays attention to their reactions. So when Kris or Kim raises even one eyebrow, people take cover. Suddenly, Meghan and Harry weren't just messy. They were a liability.
I don't quite understand the reasoning here. So let's actually look at the pictures, because there's also some bit of information you can glean from the Instagrams that, again, reveal something rather fascinating.
Every A-lister watching took notes. Bezos and Sanchez dodged a nuclear-level PR disaster by keeping the Sussexes off their wedding guest list. Other celebrities are now triple-checking their invites, silently praying they don't end up in another Photogate fiasco. Who wants a guest who begs for photos up, then demands them deleted? Then blames it all on fictional consent forms? No one.
Fascinating. So the first picture I saw, and this was on Kris Jenner's Instagram account here, and the first thing I thought is that Kris Jenner sort of hates Meghan Markle.
The Sussex aura of royalty? Gone. Replaced with a new title. The couple who brings chaos. This isn't just embarrassment. It's a permanent warning label. Hollywood runs on reputation. One misstep becomes a ripple. Multiple missteps become a brand. And now Meghan and Harry's brand is public meltdown, mismanagement, and ego. People will still deal with them, but cautiously from a distance in small doses. They turned a single birthday party into a masterclass in losing control.
It astounds me how ugly this dress is, how unflattering it is, how it looks like she weighs 150 pounds when she probably weighs 110 pounds. I'm like, how do you choose a dress when you have all the money in the world? This is from Balenciaga. Why do you choose a dress that adds 30 pounds to you?
And if you think the fallout ended with the Kardashians, think again. Even their media allies, the once loyal voices who polished every Sussex narrative, started turning on them. Tom Sykes, usually friendly to the couple, called them out in public. And he wasn't subtle. He exposed the consent form excuse as a pure fabrication. A flimsy story designed to justify deleting the photos.
It's fascinating that a woman who has access to so many resources cannot figure out how to dress her body. This is a body dressing issue, not really an issue of her body, but she doesn't know how to dress it. And so she chooses outfits like this one.
Sykes held nothing back. He called out Meghan's panic, Harry's cluelessness, And the vanity the couple keeps dressing up as moral righteousness. He said what everyone else whispered. If you didn't want the photos online, why pose with Kim Kardashian? Why strut through Bezos' mega mansion? Why attend a Kardashian party at all? It was chaos. Chaos they created themselves.
It's just an absolute mess. And Kris looks good here, and you have Harry leaning in, which I find to be rather interesting.
And here's where it gets even worse. When celebrities lie about small things, people start wondering what they'll do with bigger ones. The Sussexes played victim again, even though they orchestrated the drama from the start. And the media, formerly complicit in boosting their narrative, finally began seeing through the illusion.
You have this most unflattering shot. Harry highlighting his bald spot here, which he's finally recognizing he has and just doesn't seem to want to do anything about.
Suddenly, allies turned into bystanders. Bystanders into critics. The narrative shifted. Meghan and Harry were no longer innocent victims of Hollywood chaos. They were the architects of it. And this kind of public unraveling leaves scars. Lose the media's trust, and it doesn't return with a press release. It lingers. It spreads. It becomes part of your permanent story.
I'm like, okay, I feel like this is some subtle shade that Kris Jenner is throwing their way. And then we got another carousel. So Kris Jenner has released, I think, 4 carousels of her birthday. And here's the next one.
And now, the grand finale of this Hollywood royal circus. Meghan and Harry walked into the Kardashian kingdom thinking they could bend reality, spin narratives, and leave with clout. Instead, they wandered straight into a battlefield they didn't understand. And every mistake they made is now immortalized in pixels, headlines, and gossip threads.